Hello my bunnies. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial for how to make this cute little guy. This is a baby dragon holding an egg, and when I sell it on Etsy, wait a minute. When I sell it on Etsy, you can see that it also will come with an egg. All of these little guys will. And I just got these jumbo size Easter eggs at Easter time, and they'll fit right in there. And that's how I'm going to sell them. Cute, right? Baby dragons holding an egg, hatching out of an egg. I thought it was adorable. But yeah, it's just a nice light blue color, green accents, and a little purple and teal colored egg. I think it's purple and teal. I couldn't really tell, to be honest. I thought it was like a purple and green. That's why I went with the green accents, but I think it's actually like a purple and like a light, very, very light blue. I'm holding my hand up trying to get it to focus. It's not helping much. But yeah, this is what the tutorial is going to be for today. I am going to make more baby dragons, but next time I'll probably make their pacifiers, because this is a pacifier because it's a baby dragon, different from the color of their horns and their tails, because like my mom pointed out, if you make the pacifier the same color as the horns and the tail, it kind of blends in and you think it's part of the dragon's body, but it's not, obviously. I will change that up next time. Spots are optional, you know, change it up however you want. This will just be 1 out of 3 or 4. I might not do a tutorial for each one, but at least you guys get a tutorial for this one. And also, I just wanted to take a moment to say, normally I don't show my face a lot when I'm doing videos. I want to try to start doing that more than I used to, because I'm so appreciative of you guys and everything you've done for me. I'm also at 141 subscribers now. Yay! Very happy about that. But I usually don't take the time to look at you guys. Well, don't show my face to you guys. Oh, that sounds horrible. I'm so awkward though. That's hot and attractive, right? That's how you get a man. I just wanted to take the time to show my face to you guys because I love you guys so much, and thank you all for 141 subscribers. I do have more videos in progress, editing them right now. This little guy will be available tomorrow, Saturday the 14th, April the 14th, Eastern Standard Time on my Etsy shop. It will probably be around 8 in the evening because I work 9 to 5 on the weekends both days. But yeah, he will be available for sale. He will be $20. I think I'll make all of them 20. They're all on a base. They'll all have an egg, and they'll all come in their own colored egg. Hopefully I'll be able to use different colors. It's just something really cute that I thought was an adorable idea. And I might put like worms, as Graveyard Girl calls them. I like to watch Graveyard Girl. Underneath them to make it look like an egg is sitting in a nest. How cute is that? A dragon hatching out of an egg from a nest. Adorable. That's just me. Yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you again at the end of the tutorial. Bye-bye, YouTube! So for this tutorial, you're going to need a Sculpey 3 light blue and a Sculpey 3 kind of like a lime green color. As usual, I like to try to start with the lighter color, so we're going to start with the light blue color. And we're going to go ahead and pre-roll all the balls that we'll need in the blue color. Just pause it right here to see what size and how many you need. You can kind of eyeball things. We're going to start with the torso. We're going to get the largest ball of clay right here in the middle. And you're going to roll it into a very, very fat teardrop shape because he's a chubby baby dragon. And we like babies to be chubby because they're baby fat. And you're just going to press it gently with your fingers onto your desk to make a flat surface on the bottom so to sit up. Next we're going to go into making the head. And I did a video to kind of show you it to make it easier this time. But first thing is you roll it back and forth at the top between your fingers to create somewhat of an egg shape. Now to create the indentation where the eyes are going to go, I'm just showing you this video right here. You're going to take it and place it on your hands. And right up near the top where the egg shape was, you're just going to roll your finger back and forth to create an indentation. Kind of like how our faces sink in right where our eyes are. Just imagine it's your face and roll it back and forth very, very gently to create the eyes. Well, the space where the eyes would go. I'm trying to show it, but the lighting is horrible when I was doing this. So I'm putting my hands up. There you go. You can see how it's indented when it's moved to the side. But yeah, very cute. And that's my typical head shape for pretty much everything. On with the tutorial. That's what it looks like now. You're going to see that I changed a little bit something later, but I'll show you then too. Next, we're going to take this piece to make the tail of the dragon. Make it how long or how short you want. This is just my suggestion. Since it's a baby, I made it kind of short and stubby. And then to make it flat on one end, just cut the ball part off just a little bit, or a lot, depending on how long you want the tail to be. Then take the flat end and press it against the back half of the dragon, like I've done here. And you can leave it like that, but you can also blend the tail into the body like I've done here to make sure it's more secure. Also, it just looks more natural that way, but it's up to you. Next, we're going to start on the little feet piece, so we're going to take these two bigger balls than the other ones. They're slightly bigger. I press each of them down gently with the palm of your hand. Press with the same firmness so they'll be the same size. Once you press them, they'll look like this. They'll look rounded on the top, flat on the bottom. Smooth them with your fingers if you got fingerprints in them. Or, you know, like palm prints. Then just cut the little toes. You just cut 2 triangles on both sides. And then I just stuck it to the body. If you'd like, you can go ahead and put glue on them now. It'll save you a lot of time. Next, I was going to go ahead and start on the hands/arms, but then I realized what I was doing with the head was wrong, so I'll show you that now. All I'm doing right now is just rounding out his little snoot, because I realized I forgot to do that, like on the mommy and daddy dragons, how far his snoot sticks out. I'm just doing that now because I forgot to do it. But just keep rolling it between your fingers. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Also, I didn't mention putting in a wire for support, but that's optional, but I usually always put in at least 1 wire. Or you can use tinfoil to create a better structure. But I'm just going to keep doing this until it's as round as I want. I'll show you a picture when it's done. And this is what it looked like when I was fully done rounding out his little snoot. That's just how sharp I wanted it to be, but you can make it more round. It's just a matter of opinion. Now I'm finally going to get started on the arms. As I choke, I just rolled these out into teardrop shapes, very elongated, because I wanted his arms to be very small, because he's a baby. Then I just pressed each of them gently down against my work surface to make sure one of the sides is flat. I cannot talk tonight. And that's what it'll look like. It'll be flat on one side, but rounded on the other. Next, I did the same thing I did with the toes, and just cut out triangles for the toes. Then I bent them in whatever angle I wanted them to. You don't have to bend them like this. This was just my choice. And then this is what it looks like on the opposite side. And I also just cut the top parts at a bias so it would lay flat against the body. Then I just went on ahead and popped it right on. If you need to, you can remove the head to kind of wiggle around and make sure it's where you like it. Finally, we're going to get started on his ears for the blue. We're going to roll these into very tiny chubby teardrop shapes like you see here. Then just take a teeny tiny ball tool or whatever you have handy and indent 2 little circles, and I kind of roll up to the tips to make them a little more pointed towards the tips, as you can see right here in this picture. Then to make them lay flat against the head, I cut the bottoms off so that they'll be flat on the side that's against his head. Then go ahead, if you want to, grab your glue and glue it to the head. I just did it all at the end because I like to play with things and move them around if I'm not happy with the position. First, we're going to do the first alcohol bath where we rub it with a Q-tip to try to get the dust off, because at this point, your sculpture's got to look dirty. And this is what it looked like when I was done. Not completely clean, but I'll go back and clean it again later. Now we're finally getting started on the green color, and no, it's not called lime green, but that's what I just call it. I actually changed my mind, as you can see here, and changed it to a darker shade of green, more like a foresty green, because I wanted to match the diamond eyes I had better. Then I went on ahead and pre-rolled all the balls like I always do. You can pause it here to see how many and what sizes. We're going to start with this teeny tiny one that we're going to make into the base of the pacifier. So what you're going to do is go ahead and press it down gently. And then after you press it down, all you have to do is poke 2 holes in it with a dotting tool, or a pencil tip if you don't have a dotting tool, just something that you have handy. And then after that, you're going to take this other teeny tiny ball, it looks really big here, but it's really tiny, and put it right on top of the pacifier, like so. And then, again, it would be best to go ahead and get your glue out right now, and glue it to the face wherever you're happy with the position. Again, I do this all at the end because I want to move it around. Next, we're going to make his tail, so we're going to use the ball that's up at the top. And this one's slightly larger than the others, it's just hard to tell by these pictures. Just roll it into a kind of curved teardrop shape. That's just the way I did it. Again, you can have a straight up teardrop for the tail, or you can curve it. Then I used a pointed tool to poke a hole into it so I could slide the tail through the tuft of the tail, like that. And you can go ahead and glue this on too, it just makes it easier. Then I went on ahead and placed the eyes on. Do not glue the eyes on unless they are glass. These are acrylics, plastics, you cannot bake them, they will melt. I've had that happen. Next, we're going to work on the horns. So these two are going to be side by side. Roll them into very thin, long teardrop shapes. Or, well, this is more like a medium length. It's not like super long. It's like maybe an inch long, if that. It's more like a half an inch. Then just cut the round parts off and go ahead and stick it to the head. And I kind of curled the tips a little. I just like the design. But you can leave them sticking straight up, or you can pull them back more. It's up to you. Now I'm going to do the middle horn, which I'm going to again roll into a pointed teardrop shape. Teardrops are apparently the way to solve every life problem. Cut it off again so it's flat on one side, and then just put it on the head. And again, I curled it backwards because I just thought it was adorbs. And I think the next picture I'm just showing you like a different angle. I think that's what this is supposed to be. Also, I hate how blurry it is, but these were all recorded and taken at different times of the day and night, so it's going to look blurry in some. Went for the second alcohol bath. Again, I just used 3 cotton swabs. I show you how many I use each time, and it looks a lot cleaner now. Now I took the crazy glue and glued everything on except the eyes. He's not baked. That's just me. I like to wait till the end. Then I took this Great Fizz pearlescent pearl powder, and I'm just going to brush it on his cheeks to make it look like he's blushing, as so. You could use pink here, but I wanted to use purple because it was the color scheme, and I thought it was adorable. Next, I just took my X-Acto blade and popped the eyeballs out because I'm about to get ready to bake. But before I baked, I decided to do one more alcohol bath because I'm a perfectionist. And I only used 1 cotton swab, the front and the back end. Now you're ready to bake. I bake in a gas oven, 350 degrees for 13 minutes. That's what I do all my sculptures on average. But I may be switching to electric soon. Alright, now he's out of the oven, fully baked, nice and hard and ready to go, and cooled off. Make sure he's cooled off. Then you just take the glue and go ahead and glue the egg in place. And you can go ahead and glue the eyes in place. I don't know why he wasn't holding the egg in that other picture. I don't know what I was taking pictures of. Well, here's where I glued the egg on. I don't know what that other one was. It's a mystery. Anyways, then I took purple paint. I got like a pearly paint from a set. I forgot to show you the set, but you can use one similar to the one I've shown in previous videos. And I just decided to do polka dots. You don't even have to do this if you don't want to. I just like to. And I did it from his head, like his snoot, all the way back towards the end of his tail. There's one angle, there's another, and I do them in different sizes so it's varying and it looks more natural. After that has completely dried, I decided to go ahead and glaze him with my polyurethane floor varnish and wait for that to dry and do 1 to 2 coats and you're done. And this is what he looks like at the end. I also glazed the bead egg that he's holding. It's just so cute and I love it so much. Just to make him a little more stable, I got a piece of wood and I got the same color I used for his spots and painted the base. And then after that was dry, I just went on ahead and glued him on with some E6000. And that's it. And now I'll give you a little outro spiel. And we're all done. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. I hope it was easy for you guys to follow along. And I hope it gave you some great ideas to make your own personal dragons. Your own personal baby dragons if you'd like to. Or just regular dragons using the same body base. And like I said before, you will see more baby dragons coming soon. Whether or not they're tutorials, I will at least put them up on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, it's the same name here, Ticky's Trinkets, but it's one word and no apostrophe. no capital letters, just Ticky's Trinkets, smushed together. Ticky's Trinkets. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye YouTube.